Hello. Hi. Um, I sure hope the stream is working today. So today, yeah, we're gonna be playing Disco Elysium, like I promised. Er, only the game doesn't seem to be working right now. I'm trying to troubleshoot this, but, yeah. Oh, hi there, Snow. I'm trying to get this game to work. It's crashed on me. So, yes, while I'm doing this, how have you been? I know a little bit, but how's your day? I hope your day's been going well. My day has been going great with my crashed game, which okay, seems to be up. All right. There is a bit of a delay. I don't know why there's been a delay. I've tried to change the settings to have it have the least latency possible, but you know, stream is gonna do what it does, which is apparently not work. Anyway, I hope you can see the game. I hope the audio is working. Um, we're gonna be continuing from where we left off last time. So, just as a reminder, we are playing. That's good. That's good that you can hear it. We're gonna be playing as Kim's simp with no pants. This is a no pants run. And yeah, we're going to do our best to complete the game with absolutely no pants.
Yes?
Um, Tell me about
What
the
do you
case
want to
again,
know?
Kim.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
Good.
Okay. Uh, I think you should know that I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Oh. He's not happy with us. So we have the different options. What's wrong with personal affairs? So what should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Fine, let it be. So, because we're simping him, I think we're gonna ask him, what should I
Try
concentrate
work.
on?
The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Oh.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Okay. So now we're gonna have to pick between these two, whether it's a medical situation or fine. Um, hmm. He's tired of personal affairs. We're gonna let it be.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. You're right. What's there to know about a lame binoclard? Wow. Okay, we're definitely not picking that. We'll work together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. Number 2 is gay, pick it. Okay, this latency thing is gonna be an issue, since it's quite slow. Is there a way to make it faster? Like, have less of a delay? It sure doesn't look like it. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have an awkward wait between each of my choices then. Okay, so you're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself, or do you ever talk with yourself? I think we can go through all of these, so we'll just start with number 1.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
I love that. You can't muster enough testosterone, just observing. Glasses are cool, I guess. Yeah, we don't feel the urge to put the lieutenant down.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
Aww.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Not enough tea? Is Harry actually a tea boy?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He almost seems proud of these things.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Come on, Kim, tell us more about yourself.
No.
Revacholier? The city that we live in is Revachol. So, by calling himself a Revacholier, he's saying that he's...
The lieutenant nods.
What do you mean?
You know when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. So, how do you, So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? One is obviously the most respectful out of them all. But I kind of want to pick 2. I did say that we're doing a Kim simp run.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work this case alone? Beat it, you're cramping my style. Nothing. Just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean by distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Erratic walking, huh? You're kidding me. My containers. Okay then. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. I think I'll go with number 1.
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Nothing. We're done talking. So, for now, I think we are going to... I still really want to open this.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I love that I have a +1 because of that chat that I've had with Kim. Erratic yet thorough. I'm gonna try it.
And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
I certainly am losing my mind. Okay. Can I enter? Did I enter for this last time?
This is the night watchman's booth.
If you must.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Okay.
The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Okay, so apparently we hadn't gone through this.
Why did you take that?
Why did I take this? Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. I'm a cop. It's instinctive to collect evidence. I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. I think I'll go with number 1.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Okay, let's take a quick look. A black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in a fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words Reverchol Fair, Summer of '91. What's this? It supposedly exchanges for 25 real at your local Frit store. Constable's rent, all of it. Note, worthless in a pawn shop. Okay. Wow. He's, the dude in the, I forgot his name already, but the dude that was heading the union, he's the one who gave us this check. That's very rude. Um, okay, so we're gonna head this way. And I don't know where we end up. Radio is emitting strange buzzing noises.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I think I am the constable. Or should I say the constable? Okay, what is this? La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4, the leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism. Offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle, with a pair of antlers growing out of his head. Oh,
The
that's
front
right.
of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frizzle. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it.
Why Frizzle?
Because Frizzle was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Okay, we're gonna flip through the pages then.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Yeah, I mean, the white antlers. There's apparently some logic in there somehow.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Kunst, huh? I'm wondering if they chose that for a reason. We're gonna read the editor's note first.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Whisper, Kim, I think this is a communist magazine. Play it cool, pretend everything's in order. We're gonna talk to Kim.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
I love Harry. He just has no idea what he's doing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Just a moment, what is this tip-top tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Alright, let's see what these communists have to say about tip-top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Why does this give me Tumblr vibes? This definitely feels like Tumblr.
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has two bylines: Nasdeb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Right. But then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
I mean, they're not
At the
wrong.
end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing, or wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence. Well, we're gonna reject communism.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
I guess I've never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
This is getting a bit too meta. This is really, really ironic. Kim, this article says no one really watches Tip Top Tournée for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so. No, I guess not.
A certain kind of young man reads one or two books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants, simply for not having paid their rent.
Illegally attempting to evict people for not having paid their rent. Okay, so we have 5 different options. Damn communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. What would Kim pick? What would make Kim happy? He seems like a capitalist through and through. Wait. Oops. There we go. Doing that so that you can actually see the bottom right, bottom left. Kim, what would you pick? I think it's either 4 or 5 that I'm gonna pick. 3? Would a Kim simp pick 3? I guess so.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
We're gonna put the magazine away. Someone with the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot almost looks sentient. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
We're gonna browse.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
We're gonna force ourselves to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
This is a mood. Focusing through not focusing.
Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes, no, of course not. Let's get back to work, Lieutenant. No, of course not. Should we be honest with Kim? I I think we'll be honest with Kim.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
We're gonna try again, since we have even chances.
You're trying hard, but the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. The drawer slides shut.
I really want to go through that. Glasses? Neat office shades. More morale. Dewey typewriter. Model name is on the back. Every worker member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Anyway, visual calculus, eye of the reckoner, -1 drama, a bit dry. We're gonna put that on. Looking pretty cool. What's this? This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard would sell for a pretty penny. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. Da-da-da-da-da. Ew. These are the last boom years. In 93, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Damn. I also just realized that our morale and health is pretty low, so we're gonna heal that up a bit. In case of strike, press button behind guard.
Scab?
Call me mañana? Scab, asks the man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop, and proceed. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from? You don't seem to like them much.
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if to ascertain what they're scared
Personally,
of.
I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Nod. Have you tried talking to them? Shake your head. It's better than begging. Come on.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I think we're gonna continue talking to him later. For now, though... Can we talk to this dude?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and I have police business with you. We don't have time to get into this now. We're gonna say nothing and size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. I love him.
must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me.
Sandwich. We're gonna puff out our chest and still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
I cannot believe that he's androgynous and he's a child.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
She's calling us stinky.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, I'll go? Kim, is it really so bad? You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need you to cooperate with me. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekends. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Yes, Al Ghul.
But what is Al Ghul?
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol?
Correct, my small skull servant.
Servant. You're right, I'm a servant of Al Ghul. I still need you to respect the law.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Occidental haplogroup B4. I cannot with this dialogue.
Show him the ham still got it.
Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them. I'm the police and I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I need you to help me do my job, please. Okay. I'm gonna stand the ham sandwich.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
He is so preoccupied with race.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Okay, so this guy's just plain racist, huh?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Obsessed with sadness.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I do love his voice too. The voice actor is amazing. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer. The situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Dude. Measurehead, what?
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Isn't Everard the Union boss white? What are those tattoos supposed to mean? Subscribe to his advanced race theory?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm confused. Is he calling us a communist? Or is he calling us an individualist? I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Enough of this. What's the option to tell him that he's full of shit? And that he has no idea what he's talking about. Four.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've gotten it from disco, actually. It's true. I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. I have gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminoles? I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Wonderful, we're done with this line of inquiry.
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We
Insulindian?
descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Simonese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
What the fuck is he on? So you did not come from the islands.
No, I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne, and no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorry man down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
I think I'm gonna say nothing. Because what the fuck?
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
I don't know if I want to do this. I will not subscribe to his advanced race theory. We're going to, excuse you. Meow. It says GRIH, Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. We could talk to this dude or not. The lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Foreign car kept in good condition.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
What did the king do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
You know what? You're valid. Humanox covers the truck. Nope. What's this? A tank top? Oh, that's amazing. Physical instrument, tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. I think I'm gonna keep that. That's hilarious. What's this? Ruins full of snow, no one lives here anymore. Nope. Hello.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
I really do love all the portraits. The portraits are all so distinctive, and I'm guessing that there is a lot of significance in how they are all painted.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face?
Wait,
The lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Wondering if she is high off her tits. She is valid. If she is. Let's see. We're gonna get out of here. Oh, hello. Frit. We're gonna go into Frit and get our money. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
I love her hat.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature? Point at the cover.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. Point at her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. So who's the most stylish there? It can't be anyone from here.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I also just realized that we're very uncomfortably close to Kim right now. I'm sorry, Kim.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash. Give her the novelty check and gain 25 real.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check, looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
Do you have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Do you know the man who died?
not really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Damn. Those are pretty good. 3 health. If I buy 3 of these, it'll be more expensive than getting just 1 of these. But we don't even have 3 health right now, so... we're gonna get 1 ammonia.
Okay. Don't, like, overdo it or something.
Okay. So we can inspect the body now.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her and then adjusts her hat.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices? Okay, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just leave. I also just realized there was food there, but oh well. Jump Jams, popular music mag, most able-bodied men, hosts top 10 list. Okay, what is this? Lori. Pigs go home. Fuck the police. Heap of snow melts under this wheelbarrow. Bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag.
This Post Lavanturier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail box. Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box. Been there, Post Laventurier. Mail collection box, been there. Mail collection box, you should man the fuck up.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Did that just... It gave me extra morale. Amazing.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Great Teutonic forces have cracked the pavement like an eggshell.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
We're gonna pick up
A metallic drawer
Toolbox.
slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I think we're going to get the chain
The
cutters.
handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
And the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
We're gonna push in the pull-out
The
toolbox.
pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
We're gonna pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And the soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in dispatch, come in dispatch. Come in Delta 10, this is Firewalker copy. Hi Alice, this is the officer from the 41st precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Hello, Jules Pidieu.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4. What's your status? Over.
My status? Or it's not good.
10-18. 10-20. Over.
Please just talk you into me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9. Repeat message. Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4. Message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge?
Who are all these people?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Come on, operator, tell him to stop. This is serious. Haha. Officer has lost his badge. Haha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. Yeah.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
There's so many people there.
Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough of this. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Soba. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Oh, fuck.
Say nothing.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Don't say anything.
10-9, come in officer. Over.
Remain silent with terror.
Come in officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Put the microphone back in its holder and quit the call.
The silence is almost deafening after you flick off the switch, severing the connection.
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that you followed protocol and reported your lost items. Did we need anything else here?
Okay, I think that's gonna be it for now over here. And, okay, let's take a quick look. We have a bunch of tools. Oh, actually, I wonder if this means that we can actually open the thing now. There's so much to do in this game. I'm a little worried that we might have time constraints and stuff, and that I'm gonna miss on stuff if I skip past a few days. There's just so much to do, though.
You're back before the cargo container.
Okay. Seems that my tools are not gonna help. But they might open this. Let's see. Ooh. I have gloves. For ultimate performance efficiency, these Falcon Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palm, making them ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. Nice. Actually, now that I've equipped it, maybe we can open this.
You're back before the You're back before you attempt. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. No reply. No reply. No reply. No reply.
Anyway. We got that. god. Head down the stairs, please. Anyway, we can go back to inspecting the body. My god. Navigating in this game is a bit difficult. Close for winter, please use main entrance. Could talk to those two people, I guess. Or I think I'm gonna try and open this first.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Okay. Force time. Jam the tool under the lid and pull.
Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
The fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit. Kick the container. Hammer the pry bar with all of your weight. That's it. I can't pry it open.
Unsatisfied. Hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can seems to be full.
I love that. You get yourself hurt from that.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
He's enjoying your little failure. He finds it amusing. He's reveling in sweaty rage on your face.
Hand on the pry bar with all of your weight.
There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
Okay, that's it. I can't pry it open.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Kim, why aren't you helping me? Also, I really, really want to punch this little shite.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Before we go on with that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material some gimps left behind. That was a lie. I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with that pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Were you trying to send me a message of some sort? Demo tape like some musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
I fucking hate this kid.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno's Kuno. You already know that slow shit.
I'm wondering if there's an option for me to eventually find a way to punch him again.
Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. Kuno cares.
Kuno, stop being nice to the pig! Step away from Kuno, fat-ass creep!
Ease off, see. Don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pigman?
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your duct.
Rip.
I managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
I think I don't want to be a cop anymore. Spit and say nothing.
Are you okay, officer?
You feel the lieutenant pat you on the back. Heavy, rhythmic pats.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop all my life? This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
He pats your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
There is a pause.
Not being hungover helps too.
Can't we do something else?
That's probably a good idea. Clear our head. But before we can do that,
He withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
you need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind
Thought
changes.
gained volumetric shit compressor.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over,
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Where's the thoughts? Equip the thought. Is it this? Oh, yep, sure is. Whatever happened to Guillaume Lemillion, who with his amber mane and sparkling teeth beguiled the tattered remains of a nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slender new lines of some starlit boîte de nuit 20 years ago? Spare thought for his great ass too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revershall West. Let's internalize. Oh. Does it actually take time? Okay, let's do this. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that would help. Also, yeah, you should go focus on Prague. I'm probably going to only play for another 10 minutes and then stop because I'm very tired right now. Okay, what's this here? Rose, pistol, and half-naked dame on its cover. Very muscular man surrounded by flames. Pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jean Claus from Egonia. Book about Boyadero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Book about the future. Reads your mind using radio technology.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions? What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, we can definitely read that, kid.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
We're gonna ask her what a book
It's a
is.
They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing outside here in the cold because?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. I don't think curses are real. I think.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people. They're not doomed. But your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
What is this crime business? Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those don't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Why indeed. I'm just an old tired cop. What use am I?
You're not that old. Maybe we'll do something really important, something that wows the world.
Thanks, girl. You're very kind.
Yes, sir.
She is really, really sweet. You can stop calling me sir. I'm but a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I, for example, can't stop making this face. Point at your face.
That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Most of the time. Anyway, I'm kind of curious. We're gonna go in. Old sports magazines. Gift books and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Heimdall.
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Man from Heimdall. I love that.
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
How many times did the voice actor have to do this to get it right?
Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Do any of the books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ugh, what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Heimdall Man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? Interesting. I think the first question's very valid.
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
9 real. I'm not gonna buy that. That's a bit expensive.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Okay, we're not gonna get board games. Arda about lake trout. What's this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
We're gonna examine the cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Ignore the curtains for now. I think she's definitely trying some witchcraft.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also the Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
Okay, we're gonna leave that. Quaint color, a picture book brochure, very colorful. A tome of fascist magic, rather candid. Another boring book just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Okay, I think I'm going to stop this here. Did an 1.5-hour stream. I think that's plenty enough time. So we're gonna stop this. And then I am going to end the stream here. Thanks for joining me. I know this is a short stream today, but like I said, very tired. So yeah. I hope you have a fun time at Prague Snow. And that you have a good time. Alright. Yeah, that's all from me. Okay. Bye.